this video tutorial, I'm going to show you a demo of using EranFunnels. So I'm going to create a funnel from scratch, and there is different options. You can go to sales or product. Now, when you're actually getting the funnel already, you'll already have some sort of template according to your niche. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it, but you can actually tell me which one you want out of these templates and I'll create it for you. So let's just pick a demo, okay? And in this case, we'll just pick a sales or product, and we'll pick coaches/courses, let's just say. Now you can, I will click on select, and I'm gonna call it a demo, okay? Demo funnel. So we'll click save, and then now the funnel is created. So when you're actually receiving the funnel, you'll already receive it like this. So if you wanna have a different template, we can definitely set that up, okay? Now I'm gonna show you the different elements you understand. So let's start from the top, okay? From the top, what you need to understand is what you're seeing right now here, this is all your funnels, okay? This is not just one funnel, this is all your funnels. In this case, it is one funnel specifically. Now you can actually have multiple funnels on this funnel document, you could say, or the website, if you want to call it, okay? And then you can actually break it down. So the way to do that is funnel one. So this will be the landing page, the checkout page, and the thank you page. Now let's just say this is a product to do with selling shoes or whatever, okay? So that's done. Now, what you do is you click on add step, click on section label, and now let's just say you're doing a website design funnel, okay? So you click on submit, and now it will create a new, this is just to give you different sectioning, so you can actually section your different funnels on your domain. The only thing is that you'll only be able to do all of these on the one domain. So let's do a new page, okay? And this will be the first page. So now this is the option you'll have. You can pick any of these templates for your funnel, okay, or your page, and that'll be the first thing. So obviously the first thing is usually if you're doing a webinar funnel, then you'll pick something like that. All right, so let's just pick on select, and then this is called page SEO, so you can actually give the page name. So let's say your name, right, like in my case it's EranFunnels.com. Let's just say the name here is website design services.com, okay? So the name will be, opt-in, okay? Let's just say, or welcome. Let's just call it welcome, okay? So there you go, it will immediately pop up, okay? This will be the template. You can make it so it's password protected or members, and just go to public. And in SEO information, you can give it a page title. Welcome to website design services, and then the city or whatever, right? And then the description, right? So what will appear on SEO? Our company is a full service website design company. And then add to sitemap. So this will improve the search engine indexing. So you click add, okay, and now you've got your page, okay, just like that. So it's ready to go, and you can get started with setting things up. So we went over here. This entire thing is basically your website. Every one of these, the term that we use for this is called a page, okay? So we're going to set up the page, okay? Now inside the page, the important sections you have is blocks, okay? Now, when you have a block, you can click the block and you can add the background image. You can change it around, choose whatever color you like, or you can have also no color as well. So let me save this. Let's just say I want to have no color, so I could do that, or I can bring it back to what it was and I click it, okay? Now, the other thing you could do is in the blocks, you have an option to make the block broken into just one block, split into 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, 5 columns, okay? Now let's just scroll all the way down. So when you're done with this block and updating however you want to update it, you can always click on add block, and then you'll have the option to choose any of the block templates or use an empty block, whatever you want to do. Once you have the empty block, usually what I do is I go here and I choose if I want to have 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 or 5. I would do 2 in my case, okay? And then you'll see I have a space here. Now I go here to add widget, and I can use any of these widgets. Now, in the beginning, you should just literally play around with each of these widgets and see what the options are. So of course I can add a map widget if I want to do that. Okay, and then I put the address. So right now I'm in Sydney, Australia. Let's just say, right? Roadmap, satellite, so you can do different things, whichever one you want to do. Okay, so you type Sydney, Australia, and it shows immediately. So there you go. Okay, that's where I am. Now, we can then do another one. So we can do an icon. Okay, so the icon is pretty handy because you can make any icon. Okay, let's just say I want to talk about, you know, if I'm doing a promotion that you only need a Wi-Fi to succeed, you can make it small, you can make it large, you can change the color, and so on. Okay, now that's handy because now I've got an option to add text. So I'm going to take the text and I can put it under it, or I can put it to above it as well. Okay, so you do it like that. And of course I can also move it around, like if I want to move it, like here. Okay, so there's different options on how you can play around with it. So just move it, and whatever you see this blue line, that's where you see it. Okay, so here I'll say all you need is an internet connection. Okay, and then it kind of makes sense with this image, right? Now this icon, there is actually many icons here. As you can see, there's a massive amount of icons, so you could pick whatever you want on that. Okay, like if you want to do, for example, Google, there is an icon for that. If you want to do YouTube, they've got an icon for that. Okay, I'm not sure there's one for Instagram. Yeah, there's one for Instagram as well. There you go. So, you know, you can set up things like that for your website. So you could say, follow me on Instagram, and you can put the link here, right? So obviously, when you put the link, you can either take it to the next step of the funnel, you can choose any of the pages from your website, or you can set up an external link. So for example, for me, it will be it will be instagram.com/EranBukai, because that's my Instagram. And I could do same tab or new tab and select. And that's it. It will open up, right? Okay, good. So that's that. So every time you are progressing, you know, you can always just move the funnel, the block. The block is the key thing. So once you figure out the block, let's go to the bottom, do an empty block, and then just keep playing around with it, okay? So heading is obviously just a header. Text is like the paragraph. Button is a button, that's self-explanatory. Container is the same as the block, really. Let's see if there's any difference, really. Yeah, no, it's just a block within the block. It's the same thing, really. Form. Now a form is also very good, so you can do a form, and you can actually choose like name, email, subject. So if you want the questionnaire, you can always add more questions, take your pick, and so on. Make a checkbox if somebody wants to pick a checkbox, and you click the edit, and then you write the description of it, if it's a required field, not a required field, and so on. Give different options, one per line. Okay, so apples, pears, peaches. Okay, let's just say. Okay, so now when you scroll down, you'll see here I can tick which one I prefer. I want to checkbox. Okay, and that'll be a mandatory field. So you can play around with that, do whatever you want. It's pretty easy to do. And of course, when you click the fields, you'll have other options, right? You'll have edit the fields, but then you can also, because you're doing a submit, it's a form, so you'll have a chance to say here, let's just say it's from funnel ABC. You want to get a notification to your email address, contact@eranbukai.com. You can change the button. So thanks, please click here when done. And then when it's finished, you can show a thank you message. So you can say just thank you, or go to a page, and then you can set up the next step on your funnel as well, or an external link if you want to do an affiliate link, whatever you want to do. Do you know what I mean? So it's just very good because you can customize it depending however you want to build a funnel. Now, as you can see, there's just a lot of features, which is why it's really important you actually have the book .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, and then consult with me, because you want to be smart in how you structure your funnel so it aligns with what it is that you're doing. Okay, so let's do another block. Let's do the next one. You could do an icon and a section. Okay, so on the onboarding, you see that I did that. So for example, I do like how to set up an email, and then I put all the information. Oops. I put all the information, and then that's done. Okay. Inside the block, you can of course move things around to your heart's content. So let's click the empty one again. Let's say we want 3 columns, but let's just say I want to have this one to have much more space. So you see now, this column is much bigger than this and this. So this one, for example, I might decide I want to put a video because it's going to have more space. I want to put a video here. Okay. And let's just pick a video. Let's pick a video from me. Let's say my coaching testimonials, right?
Hi, this is Sherry Howard, and I am giving...
Okay, so share. Let's click on share. Copy. And then go back to the funnel. Put the video here. You can click on show custom thumbnail, or it will show the thumbnail that is already set up, one or the other. So there's already a thing there, so that's fine. And as you can see, it's kind of squashed. So you want to move it right here, like this. Okay. There you go. So that's that. Now you can put the text, you can put an image here as well. Whatever you want to do. Okay. Countdown, blog, checkout, and so on. Now you can also put a payment form like right here. Okay. And this is great because it gives you the ability for somebody to make a purchase, right? So let's see. Edit fields. So this is the editing of the fields. And then you could also edit the settings. So again, choose the payment gateway, right? You need to put the information of what you want it to be, the amount and all that. You choose where to go, how to submit, Visitor should enter an amount to pay. So here you want to put the Stripe information, right? I've got my own Stripe information, and you can set it up. So this is a payment that is very specific for this one page, okay? And then you'll get notified as well. You can set it up so you get notified, okay? Like that. And let's call it funnel demo payment. Let's just say. I put the Stripe information here. Now you might be like, how do I set up the publisher, the Stripe information? So I've got a link here to the support tickets and the support documents. So you can go here and type Stripe. Click search. And here you go, how to accept payments through Stripe. Okay, so then you will tell you here, go to Stripe, publishable key, publishable key, secret key, and then it will tell you where to find it. So you go to developers, go to webhooks, click this, have the URL. There you go. So there's a little GIF on how to do it. So this is a little video about how to set it up, basically. Good. So that's done. Now, you can then do, let's do another block. Now, in the blocks, you can actually play around here because you've got many options. You've got footers options, contact information, so like the map and everything if you're building a business for a local business. The pricing, you know, if there's different pricing for different items. The team and the testimonials, like who we are, all that stuff. Galleries, so it's displaying images. Video, if you want to display videos. Text, if you want to display different ways of putting text information. Picture and text, if you want to do that. Call to actions. Services. And this is like a landing page, home page. I like the empty block personally, so that's what that's why I'm showing you this. But you can do whatever you want, really. So there you go. You can just keep playing around with this. As you can see, there's a lot of different things. One other thing you could do, let me just show you one over here. You can do a code as well. So here, for example, I have a code that you can get from Facebook. So if I want to do a code from Facebook, for example, I want to get a review. One of my reviews, for example, on Facebook, I can actually embed the code. So let's click here, right click. Oops. Click on embed. It gives me the code. I can go back to the page and I just embed it right here. Save changes, and here it is the Facebook thing. Okay, so that's pretty much gives you an idea on all of the widgets. Okay, so just to recap, okay, what you're seeing here, this is ultimately your website. This is a page. This is a funnel. This is the break between the different funnels. Okay, now here, this is a block, and this are widgets. And on the block, you always want to set up how many columns you want to have or not have or whatever, and you can play around with it. Okay. If you want to delete anything, you could just go to block and you click on delete. If you want to delete this, you can delete that, right? If you want to delete, and if you can copy and whatever you want to do. Another thing, the cool feature you have here is obviously here there's always a link. There's always edit styling, so you can edit all the styling, so you can play around with it to make it differently. Okay, you can change the hover, so you can see it will grow every time you hover over it. You can do so it slides a color to the left or to the right. So let's do a different color, so it will go like this color when you hover over it, right? So that's just different things that you can do to play around with it, and then obviously change the link depending on whatever link it's going to take you to. Okay, now in terms of the funnel, there's always the ability to create animations. Okay, so you can have an animation like you fade in, okay, and you can see it comes up, and let's make it a bit slower like that. Okay, or zoom in like that. So you could do it with every single element on the website. You can actually set it up. So let's say the congratulations. Let's say you want to do something. Click on animation. You want to have it bounce. You do an animation, so it's kind of a slow bounce. Fade in from the top like that. Tilt from the left, or you can have it a bit faster as well. Flip horizontally. There you go. So you can literally have it whichever way you want to do. It's really up to you. You can customize it to your heart's content and so on. And there you go. So that's that. Now let's talk about global styling. What global styling is the consistency of your website. Okay, so what I suggest at the beginning, you go here, you go to your text. So this is the paragraph. So you see, when you look for this widget and you click on text, this text is going to be the global styling. So when you're going to change something, and let's say you want to change the paragraph, and you want to make everything to be this font, okay, then you'll see that once you've done that, it will actually change the font of everything into that, okay? All the font to do with the paragraph, that's what it will change it to, okay? So let's just click on this. Oops. You wanted to save it? Yep, I do. Now let's do a paragraph. Let's add a paragraph here. Sorry, let's add a paragraph. Like right here. And this is the Lucida, the thing that I just changed it to, okay? So now let's just change it again to something else. Let's say I want to make it Times New Roman. Okay. Save changes. Yes. And now it's Times New Roman. Okay. So you can basically make it all consistent across the board on whatever you want to do. But just notice that this is applicable to text. It's not applicable to other items which are different sizes. Okay. So that's why when you're changing the global, this paragraph will be this. So these will be all different. So you want to make it all Times New Roman, and it will automatically change to Times New Roman. I think this is the header, the congratulations. So let's move to Times New Roman. Save changes, and you'll see the congratulations will become Times New Roman. If it is Times New Roman. No, it's not. It's something else. Okay, so whichever one it is, I'm not sure which one this one is. But if I was to change all the global styling to Times New Roman, all the text you'll see will become Times New Roman. Okay, so that's that. Now, on the funnels, as you start getting traffic, you will see the different conversions. You can start seeing how many percentage of sales and all that. You will actually start to track the numbers, which is really handy according to the visitors. So that's the page. That's like a really straightforward. I can show you around for hours, but honestly, best thing is to just log in, get started, play around with it. You'll get used to it, and it's going to be great. This is the spacing you could do as well to make it if you want to have different spacing. So yeah, there you go. If you have any questions about anything specifically, let me know. Send me a message, and then I'll definitely give you guidance on which one of the widgets to use. Now let's do funnel settings. So funnel settings is very, very important because you want to set up your favicon. Now on the favicon, what you should do is you'll have different image options. So what you want to do is you want to create a folder, and let's say you have a whole bunch of logos. So click on submit, and then you have the logos, and then you can upload all your logo images, the different types of logos. So for example, I have different logos by EranFunnels. So I click on open, and all the logos will appear. Okay, slowly but surely. See, they're all starting to pop up. And then I can choose which ones I want to use. I want to choose this one. Okay, it says to wait for the upload to complete. So let me just let it finish. Good, so I choose this one. And this will be the favicon, okay? And then same thing with social sharing image. You see, all the pictures are already there. So that's pretty handy. So when I share it on social media, this is what it would look like, okay? So you can play around with all that here, all right? Here is the domains. So of course, right now, this is just a demo, okay? So you can connect your own domain. Now you might be like, how do I connect the domain? Easy, okay? Put the domain name, whatever the name is, and then you can go here and go to connect domain on the help center. And you click here. And there you go. Here is a full explanation, step by step, on how to connect a domain, okay? So it will actually take you step by step. You just follow the instructions and it's gonna be done. Okay, so that's that. Now here you can change the language and the time. GDPR, so you can definitely, if you wanna have the EU, like if you have traffic from the EU, this will appear if visitor is from the EU. Learn more, send them the link to your privacy policy or whatever, and so on. Applications. Applications is where you are going to integrate different softwares, okay? So let's do, right now the integrations that are available is GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, MailChimp, and in Pixel, and so on. And also, if you have just an email server, you can actually do that as well, okay? So again, if you're not sure how to connect any of these, all you gotta do is go to the help desk, the help support here. Let's say GetResponse. You want to learn how to connect the GetResponse or email. How to connect email. Connect custom email. And there you go. It will actually show you how to do it step by step. Okay? So that's pretty straightforward. I'll actually show you how to connect the GetResponse because this is very important, because that's I want you to sign up for GetResponse using my link, because that's part of setting things up. And GetResponse is probably the best one for me to use, and I think that's the best one for you to use as well, purely because it's actually the cheapest, one of the cheapest, and the integration is super easy, not just with EranFunnels but with anything else. So we're going to click on connect, and then you need the API key. Now what's the API key? So we're going to go to my GetResponse. We're going to log in. When you log in, on the left here, you'll see 9 numbers here, nine dots. Click on integration and API. Click on API. Generate API, and we'll call it demo funnel video, just because that's what we're doing. I'll generate the key, I'll copy it, and then I'll go back. And I'm going to put it here. And now my GetResponse is officially connected, okay? So I can connect other things as well, but I'm not going to do that right now. And now it's officially connected. Now, this is important because let's just say here on the submit, let me just show you something, right? So if I want to edit the settings, right? Now I have a button that didn't appear before. Now I have GetResponse settings. So when I click the GetResponse settings, I have all the different email lists on GetResponse, and I can say, yep, I want them to be added to this list, or I want them to be added to a run list, or whatever. And I can click on confirm. So then the moment that somebody makes this purchase, they instantly go to my GetResponse, okay? That's why this is actually so good from that perspective, to have GetResponse set up, the application, and all that, okay? This is coding. This is going to get a bit complicated, so I'm not going to touch that right now. This is the SEO. Again, if you want to change the domain name, you could do that. And there you go. So that's that, okay? Now, let me show you quickly how to edit this into a desktop, okay? So, desktop and mobile. So I'm going to put a picture here, which was one of my EranFunnels images, okay? So add widget. We're going to put an image. And we're going to pick this one. It's a long image, okay? And I'm going to stretch it, so it's going to be even longer, right? It's going to be a big image. Okay, so we're going to save it. Now when you see this is a very long image. So now when I go to mobile, it might or might not look very good, okay? And I'll show you exactly what I mean. So this actually looks fine, but in some cases the image could be a little bit too big, okay? So what I need to do is, instead of having it like that, I'm going to, like the Facebook doesn't look good, for example. So what you do is you just click on this and it will not show on mobile. That's what it will do. Now let's just say I still want the testimonial to appear there. I can click on add block, empty block, okay? And I can then add the widget again of the code if I want to do it that way, okay? And on the code, let's go to the code again. This might or might not work because it's the Facebook code, so I don't have a lot of control over it. But let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, it doesn't look good still. So what you would do is you would just type the actual content from the Facebook thing, right? So you will literally just go like this, right? Copy, like that. Now we're gonna delete this code, right? Delete the widget, and then we'll put text instead. There you go, okay? And now that will be the testimonial, for example. There you go. So now it will look fine on mobile, right? Now you can play around with it in other ways, okay? But you can basically delete. Like, let's just say you're like, I don't want this map here, it's too much. Delete it. You don't have to have it. Doesn't matter, okay? Let's just say you want to change the title for the mobile because you want to have a different title. You can do the same thing. So you see the congratulations, it doesn't look good, right? So what you're gonna do is you can click on this, so it's not, so it's you can do it like that, so it removes it, and then put a different one, so the congratulations is not so big, basically. Okay, so that's how you can edit the mobile, the tablet, and then the desktop. Okay, so let's save changes, and that pretty much covers the builder. Okay, now you might wonder, how do you set up a checkout? Okay, so let's go here, let's go to the bottom, and I'm gonna add a checkout option. Okay, so empty block, widget, and let's do a payment form checkout. There you go, checkout. So here's the checkout. Now, the way this works is the checkout, you're doing a checkout to a product in your store. So the store is here, okay? So we can do a cart checkout. So it basically says add to cart, or straight to making the purchase. So we're gonna pick a demo product, which is the web building theme, confirm. And you can do an order bump as well. So click the order bump, select the product of the order bump, give the information, Black Friday Frenzy, this is an order bump, one-time payment only, and there you go. You can have the different styling for it, and save. Okay, so now you'll see one bump, one product. Okay, now on the checkout, there's different things you could do. Number one, you can make it a bit smaller if you want to do it that way, right? You can change it so it does, there you go, allow discounts, not allow discounts, have customer registrations. You can add a custom thank you page as well if you want to do that, and so on. So when somebody makes the purchase, you know where it's going to go to. You can customize the field. So you could say, look, I don't want the zip code, I don't want to ask for the states, I want to ask for the country, I want to ask for the phone number, right? And you can literally choose what you want the information, like what information do you actually need. You can customize it, okay? And then it will automatically give you all these options for customization, okay? So that's pretty much it on the checkout. Now you might be wondering, okay, so now I've done all that, where do I add products? So the products you add is here on the store, okay? So the store, we're gonna activate it, okay? And then we can add a product. So the product you can add is, number one, you can add a category. So we can add, like, let's just say we're adding digital marketing services. You can have a category for that, okay? And then add a product. So you can click a physical product, digital product, service, or membership. So let's say you want to do a service and it's a website design. There you go. This is a website design option. Okay. You can make a price $100 and you can put it on sale. So it's like, you know, $75. You could say how many is available. You could say if it's a subscription or not a subscription. You can have ongoing payments or multiple payments. You can choose if it's every few weeks, every month or 2 months or whatever. So you can make a different payment option. Again, custom thank you page. Edit the category, so put it under digital marketing services. You can edit the SEO information. You can hide it from your website if you want, and so on. So that's that. So once you've got it saved, you can then create unlimited products for anything you want. You can literally just create website design, consultation, coaching session, whatever you want to do. Okay. Here you can also add discount codes. So you can actually have a code, so it's a flat discount, a percentage discount, or free shipping. You can allow it with other codes, automatically apply it, not apply it, and so on. Here you'll obviously see all the orders. And then on the dashboard here, if you're shipping physical products, the shipment is applicable. And connecting payment integration, you can connect different options. So you can connect Stripe, Braintree, to checkout, PayPal, Afterpay, Mobile Pay, PayU, PayStack, Authorized Net, PayFast, Klarna, and so on. You could do cash on delivery, and you could do a bank transfer as well. So again, this is really straightforward. Like if I want to connect my PayPal, I literally will click that and connect, contact at EranBukai.com. Okay, that's it. I'm officially connected. On the checkout, you can put the privacy policy, refund policy, terms and conditions. Put all the information of your company. Choose what currencies you want to charge in. And so on and so forth, okay? So there's lots of customization. You can play around with it and so on. The last thing I'll show you is Engage, and that's your CRM. So here you can actually break it down. So you can have different groups that you can set up. So let's just say you want to have web design jobs, right? Option number 1. Option number 2, affiliate marketing, or whatever it is, right? People are interested in affiliate marketing. Another one is ebook funnel, okay? So then you can start separating and segmenting each person as they come in, okay? Here is where you'll collect all the email information. You'll still need an email autoresponder like GetResponse to send emails, so you should do that. And here on the settings, you have the membership settings. You can set up different things, you know, like if it's ebook funnel, great. Which email list does it go to on GetResponse, okay? So you can set up all that, and you can also get notified when you get new registration as well, so you need to set that up. So there's lots and lots of customization options. So really, Engage is like your CRM, your members area. The store is where you can create products that you're going to sell in your funnel, okay? And then the builder is actually building your funnels, okay? And when you go to the builder, you'll be able to click this link, this button, and then you'll have options for all sorts of funnels, and you can choose how many you want, okay? So there you go. That's the overview. When you're done watching this video, depending on where you're watching this video, there is an onboarding document that I've created, and this will continue to expand, okay? So the onboarding document is just for you when you're getting started. So I take you through setting up your PayPal, setting up your Stripe, using Chrome, getting Chrome set up, downloading Loom, because if you run into technical difficulties, I want you to message me on Loom with a video if that you're running into something as well. We could do that. There's of course understanding how funnels work, why they work, so you can actually make money online. And therefore I ask you to buy the book .com Secrets and Expert Secrets. You don't necessarily need to buy the upsells, okay? But you definitely want to get the books. That's just like a really important piece. Here's a video that explains the difference in a sales funnel and a website. Here is how to set up a custom domain email. So like contact at eranbukai.com, not eranbukai@gmail.com. So I show you how to set it up through SiteGround as well. This roughly will cost anywhere between $50 to $80 a year, okay? So I'll leave a link. You see there's a link here to use as well, so do that there. And how to set it all up, basically. And then how to set up GetResponse. There's a whole email. And then here's the link for all the support documents. So there you go. Hopefully that gives you a bit of an overview on the builder. Okay, it is very, very intuitive. You'll get used to it pretty quickly. If you have any questions, let me know. In terms of the pricing and everything, if you were to sign up for this, you know, at different times. I have to charge in different ways, but in the launch period, I'm doing a special specifically for people who are signing up at the beginning, and they'll get unlimited products, unlimited pages, and so on, whereas other plans will have some sort of restrictions. So there you go. Hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Send me a message on the chatbot or whatever. By the way, speaking of chatbot, you'll see on the onboarding page, for example, let's just click on refresh. You'll see I might not, we'll see, but at the moment at least, I actually have a little chatbot here, so you can actually have a chat if you have any questions, basically. Okay, so yeah, there you go. This is a conversation that I've had already, and it will just give you the options that you need to be able to be successful. So there you go. Thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next video.